I scientifically created the perfect defense Beyblade. Ooh. Perfect? Perfect? We'll see about that. Left burst. We'll see about that. Let's tune in, y'all. Let's tune in.
First type in Beyblade, but now it seems like nothing can stop them. Shark Scale, Hover Wyvern, Arrow Pegasus, all these
Oh my gosh, he's so mean. He is so mean.
them. Shark Scale, Hover Wyvern, Arrow Pegasus.
Oh my god. Who drew that? I don't have one. Nah, I get it though. Hover Wyvern. Arrow Pegasus, AP. Ooh, it's expensive. Just like AP to watch. I understand. I get it. I understand. You didn't see that? It was it was so quick too. I don't have one. That makes it 10 times funnier because like whoever drew it though did a really great job with drawing it.
All these Beyblades have not only been winning, but destroying tournaments. And yes, there are real-life Beyblade tournaments, some with even huge cash prizes, which is crazy. Anyway, kind of like Pokemon, Beyblade has a type system to try to keep the game somewhat balanced. So, according to this type system, attack types should be weak to defense types. The only problem is, defense types absolutely suck. Like, look at...
Wait! No. Because I was going to say, Golem Rock is actually really good. Golem Rock? Okay. The best... But people this says, returning to Beyblade, but what's the best defense type base? So defense isn't great this season, but with that being said, I have found great use with Samurai Saber. Bro. Listen. To me, the great defense types are Golem Rock, Nightmare, and I would say Hover Wyvern, but the thing is that Hover Wyvern is a fake, it's a fake defense blade. I only say that because people always run it on attack. It runs like an attack Bey, even though it's a defense Beyblade. It runs more like it's an attack Bey. So I'm not really... I don't know if I would want to count Hover Wyvern as a defense Bey, but I mean, at the end of the day will end. But Hover Wyvern is still a defense Beyblade, so I mean, I guess I should count that in. But people use it on attack, so. But either way, I think Golem Rock is very good. I have it I use it sometimes in my deck, and Nightmare is in my deck. I love Nightmare. Nightmare goes great. Yeah.
This Reddit post, everyone.
I hope that they bring out more great defense Beyblades. I don't want to count out defense Beys because they're still like there's not a lot of great ones, but like there's not a lot of there is not a lot of great ones, but there are great ones. Like I hope I'm making sense. Like let me just play the video.
One is just dogging on them. I mean, when attack types are moving like this, it's pretty hard to defend against anything. But that got me thinking. You see, I work as a full-time engineer, and over the past couple months, my friends and I have been modeling, printing, and battling custom Beyblades. So what if we create a Beyblade with insane defensive capabilities, so good that it can actually stop these hyper-speed attack types? First off, one of the main reasons why defense-type Beyblades are so bad is that they just get pushed around. The introduction of the Extreme Rails gave attack types the ability to travel at speeds never before seen in Beyblade, and now they're just able to hit defense-type Beyblades out. So to fix this, we're gonna add a lot of friction to the Beyblade's tip. Friction is a resistive force that stops objects from sliding, so the more friction our Beyblade has with the stadium floor, the harder it'll be to move our Beyblade. Now, added friction does have its drawbacks. The extra grip on the floor causes our Beyblade to burn through its energy much quicker, since the stadium is basically grabbing onto the tip and slowing it down. So our Beyblade won't be beating any stamina types, but it will be able to take hits extremely well. So to get more friction, we designed a ball bit where the tip is made out of TPU. TPU material has a coefficient of friction around 0.8, and normal plastic has a coefficient of friction around 0.3, so our engineered bit should be around 2 to 3 times more grippy. Now let's move on to the design of the actual blade. Now, because we gave this thing's bit a lot more friction, it won't move, but it will be taking a lot more damage, which will reduce its spin even more. The energy has to go somewhere, and in this case, because the Beyblade isn't getting knocked back as much, most of the energy goes straight into the Beyblade and drains its spin. So to fix this problem, we're just going to try to direct that energy away from our Beyblade with a free spinning ring. But not just any free spinning ring, a bearing free spinning ring. Now, we have had other free spinning rings in Beyblade before, think like Tornado Wyvern or even Wolf Hunt recently, but we've never had a Beyblade blade with a bearing free spinning ring. Maybe because it would just be so overpowered. Bearings are just so much better than loose plastic parts. They massively reduce friction because they replace...
First of all, Leftverse, this is cool how he created this whole video. It's like, I'm like learning at the same time while like watching this. This is really good.
Sliding contact with rolling contact. Instead of two surfaces scraping against each other, tiny steel balls inside the bearing roll smoothly. This means when another Beyblade hits our ring, the ring can spin freely without dragging the rest of the Beyblade with it. So when an attack type smashes into our blade, the bearing ring can freely spin and peel off the hit. The force of the impact gets redirected into the spinning ring instead of being transferred into the core of the Beyblade. It is basically a shield that redirects the power of attacks. So that is the main design philosophy behind our Beyblade, a high friction tip so we can withstand any attack, and a free spinning bearing ring to transfer away energy from attacks. And with all that, I got together with my friend Spooky, a master Beyblade 3D modeler whose Instagram will be linked in the description, and this is the design she came up with, which we kind of already showed off, but this time it's all colored. This is Gargoyle Steel, our engineered defense type
Gargoyle Steel, that's a cool name. It has a giant
spinning metal wheel and is connected to the main blade through ball bearings, and it looks amazing.
It does look
cool. And now
cool.
It's time to print this Beyblade out in real life. Now, normal 3D printers cannot print in metal. If you want to print in metal, you're going to have to spend like $100,000 on a metal 3D printing machine. So really, the only practical way to make Beyblades in real life is to outsource the metal 3D printing. And JLC 3DP, the sponsor of the channel, makes this super easy and affordable. I love them. I was using them well before they started sponsoring us. They are by far the fastest, cheapest, and easiest metal 3D printing service on the internet. All you have to do is upload your files, choose your...
If they had Beyblade studies in school, I would be a physics major. Low key. If they actually did that, I would be a physics major too. Like,
and if you want, you
what
can
a
print
fun
the plastic
way to learn about
as well.
physics.
I recommend nylon
Beyblade.
plastic because it's just the toughest 3D printing plastic material. And then you select the description. So in this case, I'm going with toy part and just submit order. As for shipping, I always suggest global shipping. It is just so much cheaper. If you really need it fast, sure, go with the faster options. But if you want to save a buck and you can wait just a little longer, global is definitely the way to go. After that, an engineer will go over your print. You'll probably get an email saying your walls are too thin, and if you want to take the risk of printing it, Beyblade parts are just small in nature. I always accept the risks. I've never had a problem with printing them. And yeah, then in a week or two, your part should come in. Also, I'll have all the files for this Ultimate Defense Type Beyblade linked in the description for you guys if you want to print it at home and use JLC 3DP to print them yourself.
Nice.
If you do print it, these are the types of materials I would recommend for each part. It is a little different from what I printed, but you'll find out why later in this video. Anyway, now let's see this thing in person. So here are our parts. I did paint them, but as you can tell, not that well. But yeah, let me show you how to assemble this Beyblade if you're making it at home. It's a little more complicated than normal. Let me move this camera thing down. So first off, to even make the ball bearing, you of course need metal balls. So I bought these on Amazon. I'll have a link in the description. We're really only looking for this guy right here, the 5mm ones. So we need 8 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, and then you're just gonna take your metal piece and you're gonna put all the ball bearings on the bottom. So let me just line that up real quick. Then once you have it like this, you're gonna take your main plastic part of the blade and you're just gonna put it between the metal part and the balls. And then you're just gonna hold down on the ball bearings like this, flip it over and shake and make sure all the balls are kind of evenly dispersed. Therefore, it can hold itself like this. And then after that, you're going to take your other plastic piece, put it down, and then you take the layer and you put the metal piece and the plastic piece between this ring. So just like that. And then you want to move the metal ball bearings inside of the little divots in this plastic ring. You see those little holes right there? That's where the ball bearings are go. So you just put this guy on top. And then I have tweezers. You can use chopsticks or a toothpick or whatever is easier for you. Tweezers are definitely the easiest, but I know a lot of people don't have them. So yeah, you just basically line up the ball bearings to the little holes inside of the plastic ring. So let me do that real quick. And then once you do that, all you have to do is pick up your Beyblade, snap the ring in place. It looks like I didn't put this one. As you can see, it's not like all the way in. Let me just move that real quick over there. And then boom, we snapped everything in, and now it should be, yes, look at that free spin, guys. Oh man,
that's so creative.
And after that, it's pretty simple.
That's so creative.
You just grab these two pieces, put your bottom on, and you want to make sure that this hole matches up with this hole on the blade. And then you want to match the screw holes on the blade and the chip, so just like this. And snap everything together, and there you go. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. And look at that free spin.
Wow.
Now you can't use
Metal Fight Beyblade, basically.
I usually just like using super glue, so I have my super glue right here, and then all I do is basically the same thing. I'm just gonna glue the chip in place. So let me do that real quick. And there we go. This is our perfect defense type bearing Beyblade. Oh my gosh, this thing is so cool. Look at that spin on that. Look at that. It is deflecting every single.
He's hype. He's so hyped that he made that. I love that for him.
It's so free spin. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, I almost forgot about the combo. Let me go grab the custom bit real quick. Oh, and as for the ratchet, we're just gonna use 450 to try to get the Beyblade as low as possible. So let's put this thing together. It's actually kind of hard to put on because it is so free spin. Oh my gosh, look at that. And then let's put on the bit, and there we go. So I called this guy Gargoyle Steel earlier in the video, but Spooky actually suggested Gargoyle Bearing because it has, well, a bearing, and I think that's a much better name. So we're gonna call this guy Gargoyle Bearing. Oh,
Gargoyle Steel sounded better.
So cool.
But it's all good.
Right, well, oh my goodness. Let's go to the stadium and let's test this guy out. So we created this thing to destroy attack types which are dominating Beyblade tournaments. So we're gonna test this Beyblade against 3 levels of attack types. Level 1, the standard attack type. These are just gonna be normal attack type Beyblades, the combos that come straight out of the box. Level 2, competitive attack type combos. We'll test our Beyblade against the best attack type combos that are being used in real life tournaments. And level 3, the strongest attack type Beyblade. If our Beyblade is able to beat both levels, we'll put it up against the Nuke, a custom Beyblade we engineered to have insane attack power and is completely made out of metal.
Wow.
Alright, let's get started with
Level
so
Uno.
First, let's test launch this thing. And oh my goodness, it is so hard to attach to the launcher because of the free spin. Anyway, 3, 2, 1, go! Okay, why is it spinning so slow? I feel like I launched that thing really hard, but it only spun. It doesn't. Look at that. The spin is so weak. What is going on?
Try with a winder launcher.
Yeah, it's so weak. Oh my goodness, I think I know why. Oh, it's so, oh my gosh. Guys, I think we might have made this Beyblade a little too free spin, which I didn't know was possible, but we did it. And what I mean by that is we made it so free spin that it kind of acts like 2 separate rotational bodies, the inner plastic core and the outer metal ring. So when we launch the Beyblade, the prongs, the launcher prongs are connected to the inner plastic core. So we're basically only launching the inner plastic core. the outer ring, because it's so free spin, kind of acts as a separate body and
so it
doesn't accelerate as fast as the inner core when we launch the Beyblade. So what happens is this inner core is spinning super fast from the Beyblade launcher, and the outer core isn't moving at all, but they want to be moving at the same speed. So the inner core transfers a lot of its rotational energy into trying to get the outer core up to speed, and by the time all that energy gets sucked up by the Beyblade, and by the time it's equalized, it's spinning like this. Super weak. But there is actually a really easy solution to this. All we have to do is make the outer ring lighter. And we can do that very easily. JLC 3DP actually offers a lot of different metal 3D printing options. And one of those options is titanium. And titanium is much less dense than the stainless steel that we use to make this. So by adding titanium, the inner core will be able to spin the outer ring and use a lot less energy to do it because titanium is a lot lighter. Now, sadly, I don't have titanium. This is stainless steel, and because this is a sponsored video, kind of has a deadline. I need to upload it like this weekend. So instead of that, there's actually another solution. And that other solution is just to launch this Beyblade so hard that the energy transfer to spin the outer ring is kind of equalized. And to do this, we're not going to use this launcher. We are going to use this custom super fast launcher made by John Bringus. So let's see if this works. 3, 2, 1, go! All right, there. Oh. Our little bit piece came off. I'll glue it on later. But yeah, there you go. As you see, it launched like a normal Beyblade with this super hard launcher. And to put in perspective, that's how fast this Beyblade moved with the launcher, the super crazy launcher. This is how fast a normal Beyblade moves. Go! Oh my gosh. Ah.
Damn.
So, as you can tell, our Beyblade...
Shoot, I'm gonna need to try that launcher for myself.
And even with the super high-speed launcher, it kind of just acts like a normal launcher for it. But to make it fair, and because I'm so confident in our design, we will actually be launching the attack type Beyblades against it, his opponent, with the super high-speed launcher, even though it gives it so much more spin than our defense type Beyblade. That's just how confident I am with our design for the defense type Beyblade. So yeah, let's get this started finally. All right, let's start up against Duran Dagger. These battles are gonna be a lot crazier than I thought, just because the attack types are gonna go crazy on this launcher. Go! Okay. Oh, it's out of the stadium. That is 1-0 to our ultimate defense type Beyblade. Let's use an even more powerful attack type. You know what? Let's go Cobalt Drake. So this guy is a prize Beyblade, and it was probably the most powerful attack type for a while. Oh, solid hit right there, but there it just knocks him out into the extreme pocket.
What?
Oh, man. So as you can tell, the rubber tip is doing a lot of work.
Literally.
It is keeping the Beyblade from moving, keeping the Beyblade from going crazy around the stadium, and it is just eating these attacks. All right, there is our ultimate defense type Beyblade. Let me get the launcher ready. And there is Shark Edge. All right, it is eating all the hits from Shark Edge. Look at this. Oh, it's
wow!
An actual good defense type. I thought I would never see the day, and Shark Edge stands no chance.
Stop! You gotta stop saying that because there are great defense bays. I swear. I swear.
So even with the advantage of having an ultrasonic speed launch, the normal attack types didn't stand a chance, meaning we can move on to level 2.
Shark Scale!
The first competitive Beyblade we'll be versing against is Phoenix Wing 360 Rush.
Perfect.
We're gonna do first to 4 points, normal rules, extreme finish 3 points, pocket, burst 2 points, and spin finish 1 point. All right, let's get this started. There we have the ultimate defense type versus Phoenix Wing. Let's see how it does. There it goes. I mean, look at that. Even with the full extreme attack, it just eats the hits. Like, look when they collide. Look how far Phoenix Wing goes. And look
that was pretty good.
Our ultimate defense type
goes. That was pretty good.
It launches Beyblades, but doesn't move that far itself just because it has that free spinning ring and the rubber driver, just like we engineered it. And that is 2 points to our ultimate defense type combo. All right, well, game number 2, let's see if it goes different. Look, a full-on collision with an extreme hit. It is just eating those extreme hits. Nothing can stop this Beyblade. It is like literally immovable. All right, and there we go. Wait, the problem is, oh no.
Damn.
Oh no. So we did engineer the Beyblade to have really good defense, but I think its weakness is definitely stamina.
For sure,
So
for
here
sure.
is our ultimate defense type Beyblade, and here is Phoenix Wing, okay? Oh!
Woo! If it got
Okay,
that
just carry that
time,
hit. Every small hit it takes, it's basically doing nothing. But again, its weakness is kind of stamina, so Phoenix Wing might be able to take another point, and yes, it does. So I feel like
think if
for
it
our
doesn't have a
defense-type
good amount
Beyblade
of
to win,
stamina,
it
then
kind
it's
of
not
just
gonna,
needs to
especially
counter
because
one
how
of
it's
its
hitting.
attacks. Okay, solid hit. It actually almost got knocked out there, but there it goes, another counter.
So it would be very bad with stamina. Like if Phoenix Wing was to hit it hard enough multiple times, it would lose. But like having it just like, but it can definitely defend itself well to knock out its opponent. But yeah, the stamina just is not good at all.
It took all those extremely hard hits from a competitive attack type Beyblade with a competitive attack type Beyblade with this launcher. Anyway, moving on, our next competitive attack type Beyblade, here we have Hover Wyvern
Hover!
960 Kick. So this Beyblade has been destroying real life tournaments, so I'm curious to see how it's gonna do. Oh, it's super hard extreme attack. So hard it was actually able to launch our engineered Beyblade into the pocket, but Wyvern actually burst first. So that's burst priority. I guess the only way to get a hard enough hit to actually do something to our defense type Beyblade causes you to just explode on impact. Anyway, so that makes the score 2-0. Let's see it again. Oh, is he coming back?
Wait.
No, he stayed out.
Damn.
Super
That would have
hard
been
hit from
lit if it
Wyvern.
came back
The
in.
defense type is just too good. It's too strong. It's too defensive. If you see, like, it's not like really good because it has a lot of spin like most good Beyblades. It's really good because it can just absorb hits from these hyper fast attack types. And it uses that against them, and then they just go flying from the collision. On to our last competitive combo. Here we have Shark Scale
Let's
170
get to
Low
it.
Rush. This is probably our most aggressive competitive combo, so let's see how our ultimate defense type Beyblade does against it. All right. Solid hit from Shark Scale, but as you see, our defense type
Shark
Beyblade
Scale's a
is
fighter.
eating them up. Oh wait, yeah, it has no stamina. All right, the score is 1-0.
Shark Scale's
Shark
eating.
Scale. So it is truly a defense type Beyblade. Really good at defending attacks, really bad at actual stamina. But you know what? Against attack types, if it can defend well enough, it can launch them into the pocket, and he's just
That defense speed is
destroying
pretty good.
these attack type competitive combos. So the score is okay. Oh,
Now,
it
if they
just ate
actually,
that.
guys, if actually they create a defense Beyblade as strong as that one, whoo, the game is gonna change. The game is gonna change. But that stamina, though, that stamina's bad.
It ate that
Stamina's
extreme
bad.
hit on the line, like super well.
Stamina is really good because it saves you from a lot. That's a partial reason why people like using Rod, because the stamina is so good. And then you just put it on a really good combo, and like it's like a crazy defense stamina bay. Like you put it on an attack bit and it goes crazy as an attack, and it'll still stay because it's a stamina bay. Like, dang. This would be good if the stamina was also great too.
And this time, is it actually going to be able to win in stamina? The answer is no. The score is
The stamina
2-2.
just,
But you know what? I really like this Beyblade because it's not like overpowered. It's not going to win like every single match, but what it does well, it does super well. So it's a pretty balanced Beyblade. Like, it's gonna lose to stamina types, but it's gonna, for the most part, dominate against attack types. And let's see here, will it win against Shark Scale here? Shark Scale does look like it lost a lot of spin. It did some crazy attacks, some crazy things around the Extreme Stadium.
It might.
But again, our ultimate defense type Beyblade has the stamina of like an old man. But It still won that, so the score is 3-2. I think it's like almost impossible to hit this Beyblade out though. Okay, solid things from Shark Scale, and he's just jumping all over the place, and of course our defense type Beyblade is just absorbing and eating all these hits. I feel like they gotta make a rubber tip in Beyblade X that's not rubber Excel, like a rubber ball tip. I think it would actually do pretty well, and as you guys can see from those battles, it is destroying. And yeah, sorry, I need to change the camera angle. But yeah, it destroyed all the competitive Beyblades, which means there's only one test left.
The nuke.
Here is the nuke. And I'm actually a little scared because I've never used the nuke on this launcher before. So I feel like it's gonna be kind of crazy.
Hopefully it doesn't like
anyway, let's
come out the stadium.
There is our ultimate defense type. There, ow! Ah, the nuke attacked my knee. Okay, let's try that again. Ultimate defense type versus the nuke. Okay, solid hit from the nuke. Let's see it. It's powering up. Oh! Super hard hit, but still not able to knock it out.
Oh!
What?
It knocked it out!
Was just gonna give the nuke or I was just gonna give the nuke a win right there because our ultimate defense type Beyblade was just about to round spin, but the final attack, it was able to counter it and launch him into the pocket. This is crazy. I really did not think our engineered defense type Beyblade, as cool as it is, would do that well against the nuke, just because, again, the nuke is fully made out of metal. So that was super surprising. All right, well, score is 2-0. Just 2 more points, and the defense type Beyblade takes it. Let's see if it can do it. Okay. Let me relaunch that. I launched the nuke bad. All right, there we go. Our defense type Beyblade and the nuke. There we go. That is a much better launch. Oh my gosh. But still, it's able to stay in the stadium, eat those attacks. But then when it's low on spin, it just taps him into the pocket, tying up the score 2-2.
2-2.
It could end this round. It could end this match. Really, winner takes all this battle. So, oh no. I think my launcher broke. Yep, my launcher broke. Oh no. Okay, so we're gonna have to settle the final match with a normal launch. That is bad for the defense Beyblade because, again, it can't really spin that well. But there we go, the defense Beyblade versus the nuke. All right. And yeah, without the super OP launcher, the ultimate defense Beyblade just can't keep up. But yeah, that was a little anticlimactic. But overall, I think this thing performed really well, and it did exactly what
it did. It performed really great as a defense
really cool.
blade.
I think I'm gonna go to JLCP actually later tonight and order a titanium metal ring, just so we can actually launch the Beyblade with a normal launcher. If you guys want to see a video on that in the future, maybe I'll include him. So yeah, remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you guys later. Have a nice day.
All right, well, let me like this up. That was a good video from Left Burst. That was a really good video. I really did enjoy that. I really did. That was really good. I think, oh, dang. That was a really good defense bay, for sure. But it's good as defense alone. The stamina didn't last, but the defense was great. So 1000%, I would call that it is a really good defense bay. Really, really good. If there's a Beyblade out there, if there's a Beyblade that they create next year that is just like this one, whoo, yeah, it's gonna change the game. That would be great if we can have something like that for sure. Have something to really just switch it up, you know? I wonder if adding something like ball would help. Oh yeah, for sure. I feel like ball would help a lot. He did mention using if they had like a rubber ball or something that would help a lot as well. So I think that's something that, you know, they really should think about adding in. So, but yeah, that would be really good. Oh man, that was a really good video from Left Burst. Left Burst always makes great videos, and this was a really good one. This was a really, really good video. So I did enjoy that.